It was the year of 1954, Christmas Day. A picture was taken of a boy, a young 14-year-old boy, and this boy has been through more than his fair share of dramas. With a dead father and a mourning mother on his hands, he had to do everything in his power just to stay sane.
Other than his family, he was a normal boy. Cooking, cleaning, he always followed the rules, got along nicely with everybody. Pork chops were his favorite meal, and he just wanted to make his family proud.
Everything went well for Emmett up north in Chicago, where he was originally from. Society accepted him there. But then when he went down south, it was a completely different story. His life would soon be derailed, and the worst part is, he didn't see it coming.
You see, this was down south, and Emmett was on an innocent trip to visit his dear old aunt. He was not from down south. He was born and raised in the northern area of Chicago. His complexion made his day a pursuit of little more complex.
Suddenly, while down south, he felt a simple craving for a few strips of gum. It is for this reason that he took a long journey from his aunt's house to the supermarket in order to satisfy his wants. It was on this quaint journey that he spotted a pretty little number who goes by the name of Carolyn Bryant.
As a boy in the age, Emmett was going through some changes which are completely normal for a boy his age. He suddenly felt a compulsion to flatter her and try to seduce her. A simple whistle towards this woman sealed his fate forever.
Miss Bryant then proceeded to tell her husband, Roy Bryant, what had occurred at the supermarket. Roy was a racist fascist who would not allow for another man, let alone a black one, to make remarks at his wife.
Emmett went to sleep that night expecting to awaken to a lovely sound of his mother's voice. Instead, he was abducted by Roy Bryant and his racist friends. What proceeds next is a series of unspeakable events which will bring a light for you now.
In the middle of the night, they threatened him at gunpoint and corralled him into a pickup truck where they drove him roughly through the countryside. He was so frightened and just prayed to stay alive. Unfortunately, those prayers went unanswered.
Till was driven to a barn in Milan. It was a point where his life took a turn in the worst. He was pistol whipped by men, though he did nothing which deserved the response of this.
He was placed into yet another shed, where he was once again beaten brutally, this time by 8 fully grown men. They gouged his eyes out and would beat him beyond recognition.
During the beating, he cried out, "Save me! Save me! Oh, Mama, save me! Please help me! Mama, save me! Save me!" He was in deep pain, pain that no boy should ever be sent through.
After the horrible act was committed, the group threw him into a bed of another pickup truck, which was soon dripping with blood. An innocent civilian questioned the blood pool and was told that this is what happens to smart niggers.
Till's body was unrecognizably and skewed beyond recovery. They found him in a river, weighed down by a fan. His mother wept, and his cousins were in shock, as their friend was gone in front of their eyes.
Sadness was in the air during the funeral, and his mother would make the shocking decision to host an open casket in order to reveal the brutalities to the world.
The moral of the story is simple. The overwhelming paradigm in society that is this time was at fault for this poor boy's fate. This would never happen in time like today, but there are still many modern issues which account for many more deaths. We urge you to think what you say and how it affects those around you. You never know where a simple whistle or remark will bring you.
Accept people for who they are and stand up for those who oppress them. Change the world one step at a time and start a revolution. That is our message today from the bottom of our hearts to you. Boom! Done!